Okay, so good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's class. And in today's class, we are going to talk about file handling with Multer and Cloudinary, and then introduction to automated testing. Okay, so with Multer and Cloudinary, you'll be able to handle files, right? We've just been working with ordinary text, right, or JSON objects, but we've not really had the experience working with files. So we're going to look at how to work with files in this class, and we're also going to look at in introduction to automated testing. And with this introduction to automated testing, we are going to use jest.io. Okay, so in order for me to demonstrate file handling with Multer and Cloudinary, we are going to incorporate a new feature to our quiz app, and that feature is going to be enabling the user to add or change his profile picture. Again, so we are going to do that. So let's start. Let's go to our code, and then let's see how we can actually integrate that or implement that. Okay, so we are here in a simple quiz app. I'm making it bigger for you guys. Let me clear my console so you guys won't be overwhelmed with what is happening. Okay. First, if we look here, we just have everything to do with the quiz, right? We didn't enable or put any endpoint which the user can use to change his profile picture or do any of these things. So let's see how we can actually integrate that. Now, we know that the users model is for all kinds of users, whether you're an admin or you're someone just a user, a normal user using the quiz, right? So what we can do is we can add something called profile picture. Profile picture is going to be a type of string. And now it's important that, we already have users that don't have profile pic. So instead of using required, right, a better thing to do would be to set the default. So in case you don't have a profile picture or profile picture URL, because we are not going to save the picture directly to the back end. So the default will be an empty string. Okay. Then what next do? We can create a route, right, that the users can use to change profile picture. So we know that the admin and the user should be able to change profile picture, but we've split the admin and the user's endpoint. What you can do is you can have another, maybe you can call it shared.js. That's something like this. You can say routes, and you can say you can create a new file here and just say shared.js, right? So shared.js would contain any route that is being used by admin and users at the same time, so that you don't need to write it on admin and users again. You just need to write it once and just specify that the user and the admins are the ones allowed there. So we can do that. I'll just simply copy this to paste it there, although I know that router doesn't exist yet. I'll just go here, paste shared, come back here. Okay, I was on users. Then I'll just copy router, copy express. Okay, the user model is not here, so no need. I'll just copy those two, paste it here. And we can also say, okay, so here we are not just only allowing the user, but we want the user and the admin to be given access to using that particular route. Then the next thing we can do is we can say router dot host, and I'll say or put rather, because you're changing your profile picture. So I'll say profile picture, and then I'll say request response. Okay. This would be request response next. Let me check if this is, yeah, okay, request handler. So I could use next there. Then I would simply say, now we want to use Multer, right? So we'll just say npm install Multer. Now, what is the usefulness of Multer? Multer is a library that enables you to process or pass the file that's sent to you from front end and save it on, you can save it on your public folder, okay? You can save that file on your public folder. Now, doing this works, but if you're saving your file directly on your server and you maybe, let's say you made an update to your server and you push a code, right? Or you push let's say you push a code to your server and your server redeploys itself, right? You would miss all the files that you've uploaded previously. So using Multer to store your file is just going to be temporary. So what will be expected is, this is the flow. You use Multer to store the file temporarily on your server, and then use Cloudinary to upload that file to the cloud, right? Or to Cloudinary. You can use AWS. There's a service that you can use with AWS to upload files, but I use Cloudinary. So you can use that to upload your image and then get the link to that image and then save it on your database. So first, we'll install Multer, npm install Multer, and let's see how Multer works, right? So let's go to Multer's documentation to actually see how it works. So I'm resharing my screen for you guys to see. Yeah, okay, we are here. If you just search Multer npm or Multer, you should see the package Multer, and then we can read and see how it works, right? Multer build status npm version JS standard style, whatever. So you install it. This save is not really necessary though. So they was saved, there is global and the rest, and before, if you just say npm install save, you would install globally, but now you're installing on your project. If you just say npm install save, but if you exclude this, it will install it for your project. But if you say it should be installed, so now that's a little thing to talk about. When you install a package globally, what are you really doing? You're saying that irrespective of the project, right, that you're trying to work on, you can use that package, which means that that package is globally available anywhere you are on your system, which means it's installed in the root of your system and can be accessed anytime. Now, what's the advantage to that? The advantage to that is that, for example, when we install Express.js or Express Generator, right? You know that you don't need to install Express Generator on a project to be able to start it, right? You just need it to be installed globally, so you can just run its command from anywhere to start an Express project. The same thing with Create React App. So when you install Create React App, that's I think it's npx now. Before it was usually npm install globally React apps, but the reason to do that is so that it can be accessed or it can be run or executed from anywhere. So if you want to install globally, you say like npm install -g Multer. But there is a reason why you shouldn't install globally, right? One of the reasons not installing globally is let's take for example, you install Multer globally, then you start a project. When you start that project, you don't necessarily need to install Multer on that project, right? But if you push that project online and someone clones it and the person is trying to use Multer, the person won't be able to use Multer if the person hasn't installed it globally on the system too. So, and it will also cause problems when you're pushing to production, because on production, it's going to just not know where Multer is coming from. So you might have issues that your code works on your system, but it doesn't work online because the one of the package that you're using that is installed globally on your system is not available on production. Okay, so this is quite simple. You just say the destination should be uploads then / finish. So you're just specifying the destination, and you're saying so upload single avatar. So what is this saying? This saying that the field that you want to use to upload the file should be named avatar, right? You can name it whatever you want to name it, right? Doesn't really matter. You can also upload an array of images, or you can specify the name of the field and what the maximum number of image that field should carry. Okay, so there are different ways. So let's use this upload single. So we'll just say Multer that I want to upload to / that. There's also more configurations if you want to make yours maybe a bit more complex. You can go down. Okay. So if you want to rename your file, right? Like if you want to change the file name before saving, you can actually use this method. So now the destination for saving that file, and then here you can specify the file name you want to use. So here is where you can maybe use today's date, or you can use UUID to save, right? So let's use this first one. Let's just use this first one. Then later we'll go on to use the other one. So just say upload Multer. Let's go back to our VS Code. Sorry. The destination should be okay. So we've installed Multer, and here what we'll just say is const upload should be equals to const Multer should be equals to require, and then we'll say Multer. Right. Then we can say upload should be equals to Multer. Then in here it accepts an object, and we'll say the destination should be, now the destination is going to be public. See, public is here, or you can say public / images as you wish, right? I could say public / images. Okay, then what I need to do now, Multer is a middleware, which means it can be placed, it has to be placed maybe before your controller. So then here what you can do is you can then say upload.single, because it's a single image you want to upload. What is the field we want to call that image? I could say picture. Okay, profile picture, then the value here will be picture. Then here we can say req.file or files or file. I think it's file. Yeah, okay, it's req.file. So we can do that. You can say res.send req.file. So this req.file will just be the path to the folder. Yeah, or the path to the file inside the public folder. So if the name of the file is pic.png, it will be /public/images/pic.png. So remember what we did here is public/images/ you will have to keep that / because that's what they said in their documentation. It has to end with a /. Okay, so we've done that. Let's test this then. So, and also, I could also create a route to get. So I'd say router.get, and the get would be to get my profile, whoever I am, say req res next. So I could just say, okay, so verified auth, I have to import that. Route allowed, I have to import that. Also, req, so I would say, user details should be equals to await. Of course, this is going to be an async. Await user model. What is it? Is it user model? Yeah, user model dot find by ID, and the ID will be req dot user details dot user ID, because I guess that's what I get from here, right? Let me confirm that. So I have user ID here. Okay. So I hope you guys are following. Is there anybody that doesn't follow? So let me go to my user model. I want to check. I shouldn't return the password, even if I know it's hashed, but I shouldn't return the password. It should just be full name, email, profile picture, and row. So I would remove the password. So how do I remove the password? Then I'll just come here and say, yeah, I saw somebody did, someone said select. Yeah, which also works, but I prefer to use it this way. I would say, remove the password for me. Yeah, remove the password for me. You can also use .select, and then you still pass this password as a string like this. Remember that the dash means that it should be removed, so it is going to send every other details, removing the password. Okay, then I could say res.send user details. Hey, so we've done that. Npm run dev, of course. So what is going on? I think it's npm start. Okay, so my server has been started. I'm connected to ports. So this is the user's part. And I remember that I didn't make any of these tokens to expire, so I can still use them. So none of this token has expired. I could just say users, and I'll say no, I haven't. So I have to link this shared, right? Shared to the entry point. So I'll come here, I could say maybe app.use, I could call it shared, v1/shared. You can call it whatever you want to. So I could say shared router should be equals to require, and I could say dot/route/shared. Of course, this is a shared router. So I'll come here, I'll say shared router. Okay, so what is it saying? Okay, I didn't export. Yeah, so I didn't say module.export equals to router. I didn't do that. Yeah, okay. So we've done that. I can come back here and say /shared/user profile. So shared/profile, I think /shared/profile. Yeah, that gives me the user's profile. The user's full name, email, role. There's actually no, okay, there is a profile picture here, sorry. Profile picture URL, which is empty because, of course, don't have a picture. Okay, so let's see how we can actually start using this. Now, uploading us, right? I have figured out a way to upload pictures, and I'm not sure you can actually upload pictures via using what is this called? REST client. I'm not saying you can't, but I haven't done it before, so I'm not familiar with using it. What I rather use if I'm handling pictures is I rather use Postman, right? So we are going to test file upload using Postman, right? So let me head over and launch my Postman, and I'm going to allow you guys in. Just give me a short time. Okay, so Postman is coming up, coming up, coming up. Okay, so I'm waiting for Postman to finish initializing so I can show you guys what to do. Okay, so it's still coming up at my end, just waiting for it to come up. Okay, so I hope you guys don't have any questions so far. I hope everybody's following along, following. There's nobody that is confused about how or what I've done so far. Anybody? So since we are on the same page. Okay, so let me share my Postman. Yep, so I'm here. You guys can see my Postman. Question by number. I could duplicate this, duplicate it. Then I could make this shared /profile. There shouldn't be anybody, so I'll say body should be none. I could send my requests. Oh, okay, this base URL is pointing to the one online. Okay. So since it's pointing to the one online, that's not what I actually want. So I would edit it. So I could say, I could call this base URL. Then I put live here. Then of course the local base URL is localhost 3000. So localhost 3000. And please don't forget to save. Then of course I could come back here and send that again, and I'll get, okay, so that's because the token is not the same. So I'll have to log in again. So let me come back here. I remember the password was Hookup Junior. Send that, yeah, get a new token, copy that token. Then I'll have to come and update it here for the user's token. Okay, so I update it here, come here and also update it, then I would have to save. Then after saving, what is the next thing I can do? I can come back here and try this route again. Yes, and it gives me exactly the same result that I got before. Now, how do I, so this is a get profile. So I'll just say profile, and I would want to duplicate this, and I'll say profile pic. So this is definitely going to be a push request. Then you can use Patro if you want. I'll say profile picture. Okay, profile picture. Now, when you're going to upload profile picture, what did I say the name of the field is going to be? I said the name of the field is going to be picture. Remember, let me take you back to, where is it? Let me take you back here. Let me delete this part. Remember that I said that the field's name is going to be picture. So coming back here, we are sending a push request to / profile picture, and the upload single is going to be picture. So come here, simple quiz. Okay, let me come back here. So now I'll come over to body, and our body is going to be form data, because we can't send images via URL encoded. So we are going to come over to form data. We are going to type this as picture. Then we'll select that we are not sending text, we're actually sending a file. Then it will ask us to select the file from our local machine. So I could click there to choose a file, whatever file I would want. Let me send my picture. Yes, so I've chosen this, my very beautiful picture. Very, very, in fact, if I open this picture for you guys, let me not say anything. Don't like bragging. Okay, so I've put that picture there. Let me send that request. Okay, it's saying message not found. So this is supposed to be /shared / profile picture. Save that, send it. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Now see what it's sending back to me. req.file, because we're sending one file, is sending me that picture has been saved, right? What we are getting now is the picture name or the field name, which is picture, which is this field name. We have the original name, which is nicepicture.png, which is nicepicture.png. The encoding of that picture is 7 bits. The MIME type is image/png because it's PNG. The destination is public/images. The file name, okay? So this file name is what, so when we just said, when we said the destination is going to be public images, we didn't specify that the file name should be anything, right? It's automatically going to rename that file for us. So the total or the full path to the image is public/images/this. Let's go back to our VS Code. Let's see something. Okay. Now let's come here. Yes, let's come to public. Let's come to images. Let's click on this image. Okay, it's saying file not supported in the text editor because it's binary. Open anyway. So let me see if I could show this elsewhere. Okay, so I'll share my entire screen so that you guys would see the image, right? So let me share my entire screen to you guys, at least temporarily, for you guys to see. Okay, right. You guys can see my entire screen, right? I'm in Simple Quiz app. Okay, on desktop, we have Simple Quiz, which is where my Simple Quiz app is. And you can see that folder structure of, the file structure, right? If we open public, you'll see image JavaScript style sheet. If we open images, you'll see that image that I just uploaded. Let me open it, right? So that's the image I just uploaded. Actually, that's me. Once upon a fine boy. Anyways, don't mind me. I'm kidding. So that's the image, right? Beautiful. Now, what we can do is we can save the destination to that image, right? So let's see how we can do it. Let's go back to our VS Code. So let me reshare my screen and take you to VS Code. So it could not open that image, right? It isn't best known to VS Code for not opening that image. Actually, I think it's because the image is not saved as dots. I think it doesn't have an extension. So let me see if I renamed, let me see if I renamed this image to .png. Yeah, it shows up. So the reason it wasn't uploading, it wasn't showing the image was because it didn't really, it didn't recognize it as an image, it just recognized it as a file. So I've added the .png there, that's why it's recognizing it as an image. Okay, so let's see. So we know very well that the file, this REQ, where is it? Sorry, let me take this back. We know very well that this REQ.file is an object that comes with the path, and the path is the path to that file, right? So we could for now, we can say user model. Temporarily, we can say find the user with that ID, and then we want to upload his profile picture. Is it profile picture? Yeah, profile picture URL could be req.file.path. Right. And then instead of sending the file, we can just tell them image uploaded successfully. Right. So let's go back to let's go back to let's go back to Postman. Let's upload another image. So now let me choose another image, right? Let me remove that image. Let me choose another mind-blowing image. Oh, my images are hiding. They are very shy. Okay, I've seen another image. Then I would upload that image, and what I get is image uploaded successfully. When I come back to view my profile, remember that previously my profile URL, whatever was empty. If I send that request, okay, so it's still sending empty. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake here. So let's come back here. This was supposed to be find by ID and update. Find by ID and update, right? So that was where I made that mistake. And you guys were here, you guys didn't see it. Didn't anybody see that? So let me try uploading the profile picture again. So try uploading it. I see image uploaded successfully. I come back to profile and I search for that image. And what do we have? The link to that image. But now, the link to this image is not complete. How do I get this image actually? So if I want to get this image, right, what I'll need to do is I could go to, okay, yeah, beautiful. It actually even knew what to do. So the full path to that image would be localhost colon 3000 / images / the name of that image. So if I send that, it's coming back like this. So let me see if I can preview that image. Okay. Okay, so it's supposed to come back as an image, right? Let me try with the first image that I renamed, right? So let me try it with the first image that I renamed and see what is going to happen. Beautiful. Okay, so the problem is just with the naming, right? The problem is just with the naming. So this is it. This is a way to solve this problem. To uh, if you want to use the image exactly the way you want it to be, then what you have to do is you would have to, let's go back to their documentation. Let's come back here, their documentation, Multer's documentation. Remember when they said we can rename an image name here? So, or let's say file name, right? Unique suffix, unique suffix, and date.noun, and times E9 and the suffix. Okay, so what we can easily do now is we can do this. So we'll come back, we'll say multer.dix storage, right? Then that this storage has two properties. So let's come back here. Where is it? So instead of having just Multer like this, you can say multer.disk disk storage, and the disk storage is an object that accepts a destination as a function, so that will accept a request, a file, and a callback. Of course, the callback is what we'll use. So just say cb would be no, then the path to that file, which would be /. So now here you have to start with a /. That will be /uploads /images. Then we know that we want to also change the file name. So the file name will also be an object and a function with req file and callback. So req file callback. Oh, sorry, where am I putting this? Then there we can say, now what I can do is I could say const that should be equals to req require I don't know if UID is being installed. Okay, so I'll just say npm install UUID. By the way, the full meaning of UUID is universal unique identifier, right? So let's say UUID short. Then we could say v4 that way. Then we can say that the file name, or we can say the file or new file name. New file name should be equals to v4 plus the file dot so we know that the MIME type would be image / PNG. So we can say that field type wants to split it by / and we want to take the second part of that. So that would be 1. Then we would say the callback here is going to be null and the new file name. Sure. Yeah, new file name. So this is going to be taken as the new file name, right? So let's try that out. Let's see how that would work. So what is this one? What is it saying? Upload.single is not a function. Okay. Okay, so what I would do here is I would rather say const upload is supposed to be called storage. Storage equals to upload Multer, and then you'd say that the storage, yeah, the storage would be definitely the storage. Then, okay, everything is okay. Now let's go back to VS Code. Sorry, did I say VS Code? Let's go back to yeah. So I'll leave that at profile. Let me just send that request to clear this out. What happened? Not admin token. So this is going to be user token. Save that. Okay, so what happened? Okay, anyways, so we have that. Let me upload the same picture again and let's see if it's going to give us the same problem. Oh, okay, so it's saying the image name, but it's not adding the dots PNG to it. So let's go back and let's correct that. Okay, so I'll just say, maybe I'll add the dot as a string and I'll say plus. Okay, then let's go and test one more time. Okay, so it's showing it properly. If I click on that and I send the request, okay. So this is supposed to be public, not uploads. Okay, okay. So this is actually a problem. Let's come back here. So while writing this, I wrote uploads the image instead of writing public. Instead of writing public images. So this is public and images. Then let's go back there to test again. So back here, let me send that request again. Now we have upload/images. If I click there and send the request, so what is it saying? What is it saying? Okay, so there's an image, there's an error somewhere which I'm trying to trace. Okay, yeah. So this is the issue, or this was the issue. I didn't have to put forward slash here. I only had to put forward slash at the end, right? So note that still the same. So let me come back here. So I've uploaded that image. Let me upload it one more time. Let me come back here. Let me for so public forward slash images forward slash what dot png. If I click on that link and I send request, okay, so you can see my image there, right? Maybe I should extend this. So that's my image. Okay, so we've done that. Now saving it on your if you're running this offline, right, it is going to work well. Now, if you push this code online and you upload images, and let's say you make changes to this code and then it redeploys, all those images are going to be lost because your server doesn't keep track of the files that you put on it. So the best thing for you to do is to upload to Cloudinary. So how do you upload to Cloudinary? There are two ways. You can call their API to upload, or you can use their what is it being called now? You can use their package. Yes, they also have a package, right? So I think the package name is also Cloudinary. Let me confirm that. So we are going to see that package, right? So if you search Cloudinary npm, right? Just give me a little while. If you search Cloudinary npm, you are going to see it. So let me go back to my browser and show you guys how you want to implement that. So there's an SDK or a package that you can use to upload to Cloudinary from your NodeJs. This is it. So introduction, quick start, whatever, what you want to know. You can upload images like this, or you can use their link, right? So upload an image. Okay, I think this is what is going to be returned to you if I'm not mistaken. So if you want, so this is an example. This is an example of how you can upload an image or a file. So just say Cloudinary v2 uploader.upload. The type could be a picture, the public ID, override. Override means if it's already there, just rewrite it again. And then after that, you can specify a notification URL or not. Then you get your result. So this result is going to be the object that has to do with every details of your image. Okay, right. So this is how they say we should do it. npm install Cloudinary, require Cloudinary, or they said you can do it any whichever way you want to do it, right? So if you're writing Cloudinary like this, then when you're trying to use it, you would say cloudinary.v2 dot. But if you're writing it this way, you can just say cloudinary.upload image or anything. You don't need to say. So this is like making it shorter for you, right? Then they say if you want to upload an image, you say cloudinary.uploader.upload, then the image, and then the results. Now, before you can't just upload an image there. Where is it going to? You need to configure it. So you have to set some things. Okay. You have to set a cloud. So this is where you configure it. You have to set a Cloudinary name, an API key, and API secrets. That means you need to also have a Cloudinary account. So if you don't have a Cloudinary account, you can create a Cloudinary account, right? So let's go through this process together. First, npm install Cloudinary. Let's go back to VS Code. Let's install Cloudinary together. Okay, so npm install Cloudinary. And now, what I like doing, right, is instead of me writing the logic to upload that image, for example, here, instead of me writing the logic to upload that image here, all right, I would rather want to write it in another file and then call it here. Reason being that I may want to reuse that file or that yeah, that file or that code, right? So the best thing the best thing I would do is to write it somewhere else and call it here. So let's see. First and foremost, we need to configure Cloudinary. So I'll come to my app.js. I would say Cloudinary should be equals to require Cloudinary. Then down here, anywhere, I can then say v2. Okay, I'll say, no, I'll just say cloudinary.config. So I don't know why it's not showing up, but it's not an issue. So right in here, we need what did they tell us to put there? Cloud name, API, API secrets. So I'll just say cloud underscore name. It's not showing up, but not doing anything wrong, right? API key, API secret. So we have the cloud name, API key, API secrets. So how do we get these things, right? First, to get those three, we need to log into Cloudinary. So I already have a Cloudinary account, so I could just say cloudinary.com or www.cloudinary.com, click to login. No, sorry, please don't go. That's not my account. Okay, so so this is loading up, loading up, loading up, loading up. Now this might take some time. This might take a while. Uh, not now. Ah, not now, please. So this is the cloud name, right? Once you log in, you see your cloud name, copy it, come back here, paste it. In fact, this is supposed to be done on your env file. So this is what I would rather do. Let's go back to, let's come back here. So I'll just copy these three, go to my environment variables and update them there. I'll just say cloud name should be equals to what I put here. So I'll cut that I'll put the cloud name there. API and the secrets are going to come up later on. So let me show you how to get your API secrets. You still come here to your Cloudinary. After updating the cloud name, you come to go to API keys. Then, when you go to your API key, you'll see all the details you would need, all the other details you would need. So this is still loading up, it's still loading up, it's still loading up. It's going to come up soon. Just be a little bit patient. Oh, this is taking time. Oh, this is taking a lot of time. Let me refresh. I think maybe my request failed, maybe probably, or probably not. Oh, this is taking too long. Wow, this is taking really long. Wow. Wow, this is taking too long. This is taking too long. Uh, Cloudinary, thank you. Finally. Sorry about that. Okay, so I have a lot of Cloudinary keys and secrets, right? I'll just copy one of them, which I want to use. Yeah, I'll copy this one. That's my Cloudinary key. I won't show you my secrets, guys. So let's go back to VS Code. I mean, put my Cloudinary secrets. You guys shouldn't see my own secrets. It's a secret. If I put it online, it's no more a secret. So but when you want to open your secrets or show your secret, it's going to ask you for your password. Right, so let me take it back. Let me take it back here. Then I'll put my secret. So let me take it back to VS Code. So I've put my secret. So this will just simply be, this would simply be process.env that Cloudinary name, Cloudinary key, and Cloudinary secret. Beautiful. Then for me to upload my picture, what I need to do here is I need to come here and I'll say, first I need to import Cloudinary. So I'll say const Cloudinary should be equals to require Cloudinary. So how do we upload our say const Cloudinary should be equals to, or let's say upload results should be equals to await Cloudinary dot v2 dot uploader dot upload. Then what does the uploader accept? So the uploader accepts the image you want to upload or the file that you want to upload. And I think it's upload preset. So if you said, file, so this is supposed to give me recommendations. Okay. So let me see. So let's go back to his documentation together to see how it works. So we are back here. This is the simplest form, right? That's for its quick start, installation and setup. So let's see what it needs. So it needs the resource type, the public ID. In fact, apart from the resource type, right? The public ID is important. So we just say upload the path to that image, then the resource type is image, then the public ID. The public ID, I'll show you how to get the public ID or to create a public ID. Now, let's come over here. If you come to upload, in fact, upload, right? Once you go to upload, you'll be presented with a screen. Okay, you'll be presented with a screen. You can create and upload presets. Okay, upload presets. I'll make it unsigned. Unsigned means you can upload without like maybe any signed key, right? Any key to sign it. Would say unsigned. Because the delivery type is upload, the access mode is public. Then we'll just go and click on. Wait, I could name this. I could say KC4. I could name it KC4. Save it. Okay, minimum of 6 characters. Okay. KodeCamp _4. Yeah, I think that's accepted. So if we come up here, I made it signed. Sorry, it's supposed to be unsigned. Okay, so I made that unsigned. Then unsigned in the sense that you don't need to be have that public ID also to upload it. So let's check here. The video will override. So resource type is video. Public ID my dog. So let's see. There's a way to actually, so video isn't public ID. The video overrides the existing my dog. Video, if it exists, the video will complete. Okay. So let me see. There's a way to upload unsigned, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is different. This is not what I'm looking for. resource type, public ID. Okay, so I'll just say the public ID should be my upload preset. Let's try that and see how that will go. I think it's going to go well. So let's come back here. I'll just put that the file I want to upload should be req.file.path. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be here. req.file.path. Then down here, we should be having some, we should be having these options. This was what I was looking for. So the file type, the resource type is going to be image. Public ID is going to be KodeCamp 4. Then let's just, so I'm not going to save for now. I'm just going to comment this line out. But then I want to log out. Or send back the image, right? So I'll just, instead of logging out image uploaded successfully, I want to log out the result of my upload. Let's see how that works. So let me go back to Postman. Let me try to change that image. So what happens is Multer saves the image there on Multer saves the image on the server, right? On the server where that particular project is running, while Cloudinary takes it from the server and uploads it. And then let's see what the results here. What we have is everything that has to do with that image that has been uploaded to the internet or to Cloudinary. Now, what we really need, right? We can see that we have every other thing, the public ID, the asset ID, the version ID of that image, everything. But what we really need now is the secure URL to that image. This is what we are going to save. This secure URL to the image is the URL to that image, wherever we want to use it, right? So if we click on the secured URL to that image and we query it, what we should get back is our image. So it's not supposed to take time. Let me send the request again. Okay, it's I think it should be trying to download it. Should be trying to download that image back. Oh, okay. So let's come back here. I'm not sure that image has been uploaded. Let's come back and check what's going on. So let me see if there's anywhere. And upload preset is supposed to be KodeCamp 4.0, not public ID. Sorry, you need your resource type and your upload preset. The upload preset is supposed to be, your upload preset is supposed to be KodeCamp 4.0. I'm sorry about that. It's supposed to be upload preset, not public ID. So let's go back and try to upload that image one more time. Here, on Postman. So we come back here, we click send to upload that image. Then we wait for the image to be uploaded. Let's see. Okay, better. So if I click on this link now and send a request, so what should be returned to me should be the link to that, or the image itself. Anyways, let me copy this image. Let me copy this link and paste it on my browser. I don't know why it's not showing there. So let me copy it. Let me paste it here. Okay, so it actually uploaded the image, right? It's actually uploading the image. See the image there. Although I think the image is big. Yeah, okay, even on Postman, it has shown the image finally. Okay, so let me just close all this that I've written here. Let me leave the image alone. Let's go back to Postman and let's see. It actually showed the image here too. So this is the image here on Postman. So now this link, this secure URL, remember that when we uploaded the picture, what we got back here is an object that contains secure URL. So this secure URL is what you're going to save on your database. So let's go back to our implementation here. So the upload result contains what is called secure URL. So what we are going to do here is we are going to say our profile picture should now be equals to upload results dot secure URL course. So now if we change our profile picture one more time, it's going to, in fact, so before I reshare my screen, I'll change this. Maybe I'll say this is a message. I'll say upload successful. Then I'll say new image. New image should be upload results dot secure URL. Right. So let me come back here. Let me send that request to change the image. And the response we are going to get back is, come on. Yeah, upload successful, and that's the link to the image. If we come back here to check our image, send this. Yeah, you see that the picture URL is being uploaded, our image. And of course, this is the link to that image on the internet. That's from Cloudinary. Okay, then so that's how you can do it. That's a simple way of uploading images easily to the internet and saving it on your database. So this implementation is going to work, right? Even if I push this code online now and I update the environment variables online and everything, when once someone changes his profile image, right, it's going to work perfectly well. And even if the server is being redeployed, as far as the link to this image is being saved on the database, it's always going to be there. Now, we've done everything about, we've done uploading of images, right? Now, you can upload multiple images if you want. You can go through Multer's documentation to see how you can do that. And also, when you're uploading multiple images, right, you can look through the images to upload them to Cloudinary also. Okay, So that shouldn't be an issue. Now, what we want to go into is, we want to go to automated testing, an introduction to automated testing, right? Now, let me give you guys a brief story of my experience with automated testing. Now, there are some endpoints you want to implement that when you want to test, right, you have to test them in collection. You cannot just test one by one. Sorry, you cannot just maybe implement that one endpoint and just maybe test that one endpoint alone to be sure that everything is working well. You need to test a collection of endpoints maybe to make sure that, okay, everything flows well. Now, doing that manually is going to be time consuming, right? What if you just implemented a script that can test your endpoints and you just use it? Okay, so that's what we are going to see, or we are going to do. Now, we can do that using what is called jest.io. Jest.io is one of the options we can use to do that, which is what I'm going to use. So let's come over here. Let's show jest. Let's just search jest npm. Right. So if you search jest npm, you're going to be given jests, right? You can also check their documentation here. You'll see how you can set jest for different kinds of tests. If you're testing an API, if you're just testing your JavaScript code and so on and so forth, how you can set it up and how you can start using it. Now, jest is just used for testing. How do you send API calls, right? Via your testing, let's say, your testing script. Now, jest works with what is called super tests. So if you come and search super tests npm, I like putting the npm at the end so that it will understand that I'm looking for a package, right? So that it will be able to streamline its results to what exactly I'm looking for. Okay, so that's still coming up. So while it's coming up, I think we can go over here to jest.io. You can see delightful JavaScript testing framework, focus on simplicity. It works with projects using Babel, TypeScript, Node, React, Angular, Vue, and more. So which means you can also use this for front-end stuff, right? Because it works with React, Angular, and Vue, right? So you can also use it with Node. You can use it with Express. That's why they said and more. So there's more to it than just using it for front-end testing. So let's check out super test. Super test can be used. So this is how you can use super test with Express, right? So you'd say requests. For example, you want to send. So super test is used to send a request. Jest is used to write your tests, right? Say get user, get expect. So okay, expect content type to be to have JSON in it, content length, the expect a status of 200, whatever. But we are not going to just use we are not going to use this alone, right? We are going to use it with jest.io. So let's see how we can do that. So let's first go to jest.io's documentation. Where is it? So if you click docs, you should be presented with jest.io's documentation. So you see, this is how you'd install it. This is a simple test they wrote here. So some require some. You say when you call some and you pass 1 and 2, that the result should be 3, right? That's what they are writing here. That this is what, it's just like saying this is what I'm putting in and this is what I expect should be returned. If that is not what is being returned, then I think I should then be wrong. Okay. So that's how that's being written. That's the simplest form of it. Then there's what is called setup and tear down, right? Setup and tear down is used to maybe let's take setup. Like setup is used when you want to. Okay, so before explaining setup, right? We have what is called before each and after each, and we have before all and after all. So let me start with before each. Before each is used to execute a certain line of code or a certain number of statements, right? Before testing each of your tests, or before executing each of your tests. Okay, so that's what before each is used to do. After each, so now if you have 5 endpoints, right, that you want to test, and let's say you have 5 tests that you want to execute. So before the first test, before each will be executed, after that first test is executed, before the second test, right, before each will be executed, it will be executed before each of the tests are being executed. Then after each is executed, after a particular test has been executed, right? Then before all is executed, before the test starts implementing or starts executing, right? While after each is executed, while after all the tests has been executed. Okay. Now let's see how we can actually start using this already, right? We'll use a jest and super test for our, I'll just use it to test that our quiz app, right? Okay, so I'll just use it to test register login, because if I want to do others, right, to take our time. So we are going to do the testing of the other routes in our next class this week. So let's come back here. Let's write some simple tests. So first, I could create a file. Okay, I could create a folder. I can call that folder tests, right? Tests. Some people like making it __ tests, then with __, but it totally depends on you. I could call it tests that way. And inside here, I could create a file. I could call it auth tests dot test.js. You people notice the color changed. This is actually how you name test files. Then what I need to do is npm install jest.io. So that is how they say we should install it. Oh, it's not just.io, sorry. Jest. Sorry about that. Then npm install super test. Abi. So after just installs, I will install super test also. Okay, so as this is being installed, let's just wait. Let's just see what are the kind of, so now this even makes our test simple. Look at this. We have login already, we have register. Where is it? We have register here. We have a oh, sorry. Let me share my screen again. I don't know. Okay, so what we need to do now is first, we need to export our app. Because Supertest is going to use this app. Thank God I even exported it here. Oh, okay, it's automatically exported here. So what I would simply do here is I'll just say that at this point, I'll just say I'd say require const that should be equals to require ../app. So what does app come with? Okay, I don't need to, I just say app. Then what else do we need? We need super test. So I would say npm install super test. So request should be equals to require super test. Then what else do we need to do now? Now you can start writing your tests, right? But I like grouping my tests with I could just simply start writing tests now like this and then say test login, test all the stuff. But I like grouping my tests by using the describe function. So I would first say describe. So describe is just used to explain your code, right? Not really to make your code, to give an intro to the list of things or the number of things you want to do inside that particular code, right? So I could just say this test is going to or this set of code is going to test, register, and login for both admins and users. Then after that, I'll put my test in here, right? So now I can write my test here comfortably. I'll now say test. The test here is register. Register a user. Then that is going to accept the callback function. Callback function is going to say response should be equals to so I could mark this as sync, say await request to the app. Now say dot post. So I want to register a user here. So this would be post to / where /v1 / register. So I would say it's going to be / auth /v1 / auth / register. Let me make this come down like that. Then I could say dot send. Send is going to accept an object, and the object is going to contain what this contains here exactly. Where is it? Full name, email, and password. So I could say, where is it? In fact, I think I should just divide my screen into two. Full name should be Victor. Email should be password should be that. I could also use this to register an admin. So I could do that. I could say admin Victor, then I could say admin.victor. Now, of course, this is going to register as a user, right? So there's something I can do. There's something I can do after this. I can write a script to change the user to admin. I could say await user model. Where is it? User model dot find one and update that I want to find one person where the email is admin@victor.victor@gmail.com. Then that one person that I want to update him, that I want to update his role. Come on. I want to update his role to admin. Now, this is me just writing the tests, like writing the request. I've not written the tests yet, though. I've not written the tests yet. Then, let me bring this down. Then, of course, logging in. So this would be registering an admin. Then I could then say, I want to log in a user. Log in a user. Of course, this would be login. Login doesn't need a full name. I won't need to do this any longer. Then I'll need to log in an admin too. So this would be admin. This would be login an admin. This would be login a user. Now, how do I write the tests? Okay, so we know that when you register a user, what will we get in return when we register a user? We know that there is there will be a return of, okay, when you register a user, yeah, where is it? We'll have a status of 201 and we have message of created. So how do we tell that to this one with this route? We'll just say that we expect REQ dot status to be 201. We also expect REQ dot body dot message to be created. Created in capital C or small c. Yeah, with capital letter C in the created. So I would say this would be created. Okay. It's still the same result for these other endpoints to register an admin. Right, so it's still the result we expect. Then when we are logging in a user, right, what do we expect? We expect that the status should be 200. The status should be 200 because that's the default. Remember, where is it? Auth, when you're logging in with email and password, right? On a successful login. Now, this is another thing. When you're writing tests, don't only consider situations where the test is successful. Also consider situations where maybe the user doesn't exist. So we can also write a test to test if we try a user that doesn't exist, what is the response? Does it tell us no user found? Or it just logs us in? Or if the user's password is incorrect, what happens? Or what if when you're trying to register, empty fields are sent to the registration endpoint? What should happen? You understand? You should not only test for situations where the test should go through automatically, like where it should go through. Also test where you know that what you're sending to the back end would actually fail. You understand? So we know that when we log in, that we expect uh, req.body.message to be login successful. What else is there? We expect that user details should be there. That user details should be there and token should be there. So you can do this. You can say you're expecting where user details to be truthy and where token should be. So this is saying that user details should exist in that object and token should also exist in that object as far as the token exists with a valid value, right? So then it would be truthy. So if it doesn't exist, then it wouldn't be truthy. So even when an admin is logging in, right? We can even decide that we want to test if the user details.row should be is expected to be user. You can also do the same thing here. Let me take that to the bottom. You can also do the same thing here. Copy this and inside this test, we'll paste it at the bottom of our call. Okay, but this would be admin. Now, look, this is where I'm getting my response from. So this is supposed to be res instead of req. Response.body.this, response.status, response.all others. That I want to execute this. So I'll say user model dot delete many. I want to delete whatever user exists there. And of course, this is going to be an await. Then after everything, that I would want to disconnect MongoDB and I would want to close my server. So I'll say after all, so that means I'll have to require Mongoose, sorry. I'd have to require Mongoose. Here I would say that app.close. Oh. So let me check. Oh, okay. Okay, this actually makes sense. So this is where this is being okay. Okay, so this is where this is the server I'm supposed to be getting my request from. So I would simply just say module.exports should be where is it? Server. I just hope that hasn't been done already. Okay, that's not. So here now, what I'll simply do is I'll just say, where is it? I'll change this to /ww bin /bin. So if this doesn't work, I'll say www.js still allowed. Bin /www. So I could say app. Let me see, HTTP. Okay, I'll just call this app. Just leave it like that. So let me see if I can close. Yeah, I can close this now. Better. Then I could then say await mongoose.disconnect. So what am I doing here? I'm saying after, so before all the tests, before testing any of these, I want to delete every user. I can also decide to delete every quiz, right? Then after testing everything, I want to call the after all. So after all is going to stop the server from running, and it's also going to disconnect Mongoose, and then it's going to exit the test. So then how do I execute this test? So executing this test, I could write a script to actually run the test. So let's go there. Let's see how we can actually write that that test. So for me to do that, I would say I could call this test auth. So the script to test the auth would be just, I would say just, then space, then I would say /tests /auth auth test. So now, if you want to do it, you can either run this just whatever, or you just run auth test. So, but the simplest way to do it is just to run node, npm run auth test auth. So let's do that. Should expand that connected to database, did not exit. So what actually happened? So the first one actually failed. Cannot find module super test. Okay, okay. I understand why. There's not supposed to be a / on super test. It's supposed to be super test without any /. So sorry about that. Let me run this again. Okay, okay. So let's see. So it's actually executing. It's executing. It's saying one seat failed, total failed 4. So let's see, why did all fail? So all is giving 404. So this set of code is going for test, register and login for both admins. Register admin. So it's saying data and sort arguments required. So register, it's saying oh, okay, password. So this is password. I spelled it wrong. password. This is supposed to be password. Sorry, I spelled that wrongly. So this is supposed to be, so after all, it's supposed to close. I don't know if I should close, I think I should close Mongo first before closing the app. So let's try that one more time. Okay, so it's saying that this is supposed to be find one and update. Okay, so let's try that test again. Now, the reason I can try this test over and over and over again is because, first and foremost, before the test starts, I'm deleting every user. I can decide to delete only users with infrecevictor.at gmail.com and admin.victor@gmail.com. I can decide to do that. I can decide to do it to delete all the users, right? Okay, we now see 3 tests is passing, but 1 is failing. Let's see what's the one failing. Saying receive user, but okay, expected user, but it's saying admin. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so this is supposed to be infrec. This is for users. I'm trying to log in a user and I'm trying to use admin's detail. So let me try to test one more time. So npm run test auth, come back here. Let's see how all the tests pass. Beautiful. So all the tests pass. Now let's review what we've done. Now look, what we wrote in describe. This is a set of code going to test. This set of code is going to test the register and login for both admins and users. That is what you're seeing here. Then each of the tests register a user here. So what happens is when that test is being executed, right? This request is being sent by super test. So when that request is being sent, the response of that test is saved as this response. So this response contains the status, the body, the header for the response that was sent back. You can call it whatever I want. This is just an ordinary variable name, right? And you can say response the status of course, it was 201. The response, the body.message was created, right? So after testing this one, it goes to the next, register an admin. So what it sends that request again. When the response comes back, it checks if the response status was 201 and the response body.message was created. If these two are true, then it's going to pass that one. Login a user is going to do the same thing. Once the response comes back, it's going to test that response to see if it agrees with all you expected it to be, right? The same thing here. So now, instead of me trying to test this one by one, going to maybe using test.rest to go and test by sending this and that, sending a request, wait for the response to come back, and then I can just use this. So I just run it once and I see the result of what I'm doing. So is there any question based on what I've done so far, what I've shown so far? Any question? Okay, so in the absence of any question, I think we can call it a day. Right. Thanks a lot for coming out into to today's class, and see you in the next one.